So I've been laying up more of the fiberglass wrap around the thing. I just wanted to discuss the plan for this one here. So this is part of the base, including that, and this are part of the floor. To turn it that way up, you can see the floor part and base part. Okay, so let's go back in again. So both of these are part of the floor, but we want to make sure that this is wrapped on both sides. So what I've had to do is cut out parts of the pipe behind it so I can get a wrap in around, completely around this. This one here. Previously I had the actual bolt epoxied to here, and it just wasn't working. I was never going to get it off. This, by the way, this now does actually come off cleanly. That lifts out nicely, and it pops out of the socket at that end. But this one was never going to come off. So took the bolt out, cut another piece of 316 stainless steel, and that's going to have to be epoxy wrapped to this, which means I have to get round the back there. But once that's epoxied wrapped onto there, I'm then going to have to wrap it onto here. Right, so despite the fact that I cut the back out of there, it's going to have to be built back up again and joined onto there, and that will nicely create the bridge between here, because at the moment that's really flexing about because it's just a piece of bamboo. Remember, it's the Kevlar epoxy that is the strength, and the bamboo and the PVC is just the former, the skeleton former. So cutaway left here to get access to the nut. I'll just use a spanner on that one. But under here I've made another cutaway so that we can get the socket wrench, socket head on there. Alright, so that's come out of there, and but that hole there is to gain access to wrapping around here, but it will actually be filled back up again, because again this is part of the thing. So it's got to be wrapped to that, and then that wrapped attached to that on that side, but without having any, but leaving enough clearance around here. So just down here, I'll get my finger in. No, can't get my finger in. Point at it from here with my thumbnail. This line of this edge here is going to have to come back, because I'm going to have to get wrapped around there without touching on this surface, the surface of this here. It's complicated. I've done a similar cutting. I've done a cutout on this so that there's a gap here, and I've been wrapping this up. That this needs build up, that needs build up, etc, etc. More build up here, without getting getting in the way of actually accidentally joining that to that. Oh, it's all fun. Oh, and without having the roof, without putting too much on this surface here, because if you do, you can't get the roof part inside. So it's quite complicated thing. This one's okay, doing all right, just can build up on that one. But yeah, going really well. Thank you.